DJ Punjabi MC, and he does a banging thing on the Knight Rider theme. We were just in the break there talking about goofy shit. Yeah, but speaking of, I need to get like pumped up.
Big Daddy C blocks power, got the streets devoured, gold chains glisten in the hour. Big Daddy C blocks power, got the streets devoured, gold chains glisten in the hour. Flow like a sizzling shower, spit fire like a dragon, crews left staggering. Imagine in the habit, check it, Big Daddy moving, calculating the scheme. Rough neck, no bleeding, hardcore eyes clean. C block dominion, pure raw strength in the kitchen.
You motherfuckers should know what time it is. This is the C block of the Media Virus podcast. Very little planning, absolutely no scripting. We've got Big Daddy, we've got Pete in the house. I'm hanging out behind the TMVP news because somebody on the panel had a little bitch fit.
Me.
Oh, you're going to admit to being a little bitch. All right, good.
No, I'm a big bitch.
That's true. You are a big bitch. Did you score tickets to the auto show yet, Pete?
I did. I went the other day.
Did you take pictures, videos, all that fun shit like I asked you to?
Yes, I did.
Do you have them? Where are they?
Yes, I have them.
Where are they? If you already went...
They're not ready for you yet. I just went yesterday.
You went yesterday?
Yesterday.
Okay. And what time?
And I went to work.
What time did you get home yesterday?
Do you know?
Last night I didn't get home.
Pete, do you know what between Maddie and I, if you were just to give us, 10 or 12 minutes of good raw video of you at the auto show, with the audio that I have in the library, I'm reasonably sure that we could, put something together.
I don't have 12 minutes of video.
All right. Well, shoot whatever
I
you
have plenty of pictures.
All right.
I'm going to.
All right. I didn't know if you knew this or not, Pete, but I like the show to be topical.
Sure.
And timely.
Yeah.
Like when I find a story that I find and I think it's fucking hilarious, if it's more than a couple weeks old, it's out of consideration, So I just assume that you would,
See, there's what always happens. You assume. What happens when you assume, sir?
This motherfucker.
Anytime somebody uses that word, that phrase just goes right through my brain. Like that's nothing else.
Hey Pete, do you put water in your chicken noodle soup, Pete?
Do I put water in my chicken noodle soup?
Yeah.
No.
You don't put water in your condensed soup?
No.
Are you serious? Do you buy Campbell's chicken noodle soup, Pete?
Haven't bought that for a while, but when I did, sure.
Did you put water in it?
Not as much as they say to.
So you knew to put water in it, but you like a heartier flavor. You want less liquid. Less water with your sodium.
Yes.
I got you. Because in the last block, we were talking about a chick who had no idea you were supposed to put water in that shit. And she was just fucking condensed soup.
Well, I mean, I have gone, that route and eaten chicken soup out of the can, no extra water.
I've eaten beans like that.
Yeah.
I've actually cooked beans. Like I've taken beans and just put a can on the fucking fire. Just heat it up.
Yeah. There's already water in there.
You're not supposed to do that. But so what's going on? What's going on? What's new? What's exciting? I thought since we don't have the auto show to talk about, I'll ask Big Daddy what he's got going on.
Big Daddy has, as usual, from the wonderful world of Fearless Improv. Tomorrow night at the Delaware Contemporary Theater is the fundraiser annual for Delaware Contemporary Arts. I believe that is a $70 plate, and Fearless Improv is providing the entertainment for that. Saturday afternoon, will be a Fearless workshop if you're interested in knowing how it is that we do the improvisational comedy that we do. Feel free to check that out. That is at the Delaware Contemporary Arts, downtown Wilmington. And Saturday night is the Fearless show. I believe those tickets are $20. Show starts at I think 8 p.m. Check out the Delaware Contemporary Arts website for more details. If you want to do both the improv workshop and the tickets, $30 will get you both. And for the Forgetful Squirrels out of Elkton, Maryland, our next show is coming up Saturday, February 8th. That'll be a Valentine's themed show. Those tickets are free. You just have to go to Forgetful Squirrels. I think the Facebook page will direct you to the where to reserve tickets. You can also find us on YouTube, TikTok, and all the rest of the socials. That show will be free to the public. We do accept donations, and it's gonna be a good time.
It sounds like a fantastic, time.
It's gonna be a busy couple of weeks.
Whew.
Of making people laugh.
What's on the menu at that dinner?
I don't know. Chicken.
It's a rubber chicken dinner.
And that's at the Delaware Contemporary. That is that also the Delaware Center for Contemporary Arts?
Yes, that's it.
One and the very same.
One and the very same. Cool.
Well, we were talking earlier. Why am I so fucking stupid? We were talking about DoorDash.
We don't have that kind of time here, Maddie.
Was we're fucking asshole. DoorDash is going into cannabis delivery.
What?
Oh shit!
Yeah, and one of the things that Mike had brought up is you can't trust them to not steal your fries. You're going to trust them with your bag.
I can't trust with my fucking French fries. How can I trust you with my weed?
Not wrong.
I'm sort of already doing that.
Huh?
I'm delivering.
Oh, well, you deliver the people with the weed. That's different.
No. Probably, but most of the time I deliver the people who smell like the weed.
Yeah.
I don't know if they actually have any on them.
Oh, you can tell who's. Well, maybe you can't, but you can tell who's holding
and who just stinks.
Who's just been in the house with it? Who just put one out?
One of my favorite comebacks is, have you ever just thought that weed smells like me? But there's a woman who was working for Uber Eats, and she had a little bit of an issue, and she got caught, doing something she wasn't supposed to be doing, and then Well, she decided to let everybody know that that she's an idiot. Be careful. Uber Eats caught me. Uber Eats delivery driver says customers are catching on to her. It's a common delivery practice, but is it dangerous? I always walk around the corner from where I park. An Uber Eats delivery driver recently shared her experience of a customer questioning why the app claimed she was delivering on a bike when she clearly wasn't. In her video, which garnered over 392,000 views at the time of this writing, TikTok user Adrian, who gives a shit, laughs through the retelling of the encounter. Adrian had recently started delivering for Uber Eats, opting to use the platform to make some money before beginning her new job at Starbucks, as she explained in a previous video. However, she claimed that there was a small hiccup when she tried to set up her account due to issues with her car insurance. She chose the bike option. So because you didn't have the legal requirements to perform the job you wanted to perform, you lied to your employer. I understand. She just used the bike option to get started. While it wasn't ideal, it allowed her to take on orders, but it also led to some misunderstandings. I don't think they were misunderstandings. I think everybody understood exactly what was going on. You know what I mean? A misunderstanding is when somebody doesn't understand what's going on.
Right.
In the video, Adrian recounted her latest delivery mishap. Well, let's see if let's watch this fucking stupid video. Is it around? Here we go. Hang on. Where's the goddamn volume? This is fucking retarded. Wait, watch now.
My fiance points out stuff I wouldn't catch on my own. We were at our place. It was me.
That's not.
My fiance. Her name's Laura.
Shut the fuck up.
I think that was the same dude.
That's not. It just takes me to TikTok.
Didn't look like the same dude at all.
While you're trying to get this thing rolling, I want to correct your definition of the word misunderstanding. Misunderstanding, when somebody misunderstands you, it's not that they don't understand you. It's that they understand it a different way than you do.
Sure, they're wrong.
Right. Correct.
Right. No, but here's the thing. There's no misunderstanding. This person understood that she was using an automobile to deliver when she was supposed to be using a bike, and the other person understood that she was using an automobile when she was supposed to be using a bike. They both understood the same thing the same way. What the first person was doing was trying to lie to the second person. That the lie would have caused the misunderstanding. Right?
Yes.
Like every time she pulled off this ruse, that was the misunderstanding.
Yeah.
In my opinion, like when you understand the truth, there's no.
Yeah.
There's no
misunderstanding. They expected her to show up on a bike.
And the reason they expected that is because that's what she fucking said.
Right.
You know.
But she showed up in a car.
Yeah.
Well, technically she didn't show up in a car. She said she parked around the corner.
The service
from her drop off.
But the service knew what was going on. Uber Eats knew what was going on because they track your fine location. Your location within 30 feet. They can see how fast you're moving. They can tell whether you're in a car or on a bicycle.
Can you imagine how fast
on foot.
At some point they thought this bitch was going like 60 on a bike.
I want to see this bitch.
Well,
nice. So here we go.
customers are catching on to me. I just delivered to an apartment building, and I handed the order to this lady, and she was like, she walked away for a second, but then she walked back, and I was like, yeah? And I was closing my car door, and I opened it again, and she's like, did you know that they say that you're delivering on a bike? And at this time, I was like, yes, I know. I did it by accident. I don't know how to fix it. And she started laughing her ass off. She was like, it said that you were arriving on a bike, so I came down here because I was like, I need to see her ass on this bike. And she was so fucking funny. Like, she was a fucking riot, bitch. And I don't know. It was this is the second.
So it's the second time she got caught trying to evade the law. She's trying to evade the law is what you're doing. So,
not necessarily the law, the rules.
Right.
Well, there's a reason for the rules. No private company is going to make a rule that they don't have to make unless there's a law. And not for nothing, if the rule is you need car insurance and she don't have car insurance and she's driving a car without insurance, she's breaking both the rule and the law. Right? We're not getting into what her problem was.
She was underinsured. She may not have
still
the coverage levels that they require you to cover.
It's still,
a lot of insurance companies, like if you even whisper the word rideshare, they're like poof.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't want anything to do with it. So like,
I know that from experience.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Like, what's the thought behind the
your
liability?
Liability. Your regular insurance policy does not cover a business that you operate in the car.
Mm-hmm.
That would require commercial insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, fun. So you guys heard about this TikTok ban?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm interested to see what happens next week.
Now, apparently, the law, the way it works out is the law would just not allow any new TikTok downloads of the app.
Right.
But TikTok is like, oh no, we're just going to shut it off. Like the app's going to go to like a reason you can't see this.
Yep.
And I mean, not for nothing, fuck them. Something will pop up. Something else will take its place.
Yeah. I'm not worried about it.
No, who gives
so
a
the app will exist or it won't exist?
No longer in the United States.
You won't be able to download it in the United States, and if you have it, it's not going to go to TikTok. It's going to go to a website that tells you why you can't look at TikTok.
So can you use a VPN and download it from a different country?
You could.
I mean, I would imagine you could, yes.
So if we put the website on repeat, or we enter it twice, and we flip back and forth really fast, will we be able to do it like we used to watch Skinamax?
Yeah, you'll see really, really squiggly boobs. It's been proven.
No, in all seriousness, I follow somebody on TikTok, and in the last waning days of TikTok, or maybe it's Reels, I don't know, but she was talking about she's following the whole proceedings, and she said right now they're trying to get, I think it's like a 200 something day extension.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now. So I think that's like on the table, is they're lobbying, or they're asking for a 200-day extension, and they can figure it out, what their next step is in those 200 days.
Figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out.
Well, that guy figured it out. Trudeau, he quit.
Oh yeah, pussy. Jesus Christ.
Now who's going to be the governor of the 51st state?
I don't know.
Are you guys just watching me eat?
Yep.
No, I'm looking at different stories and deciding whether or not I want to talk about them.
Okay.
Also, let's see if I got some TikToks here we could get into. Oh, here we go. I found this inspiring, guys, and I wanted to share it. I hate this. All right, let's go. Feek, doink, sticky doink, flink, flank, bloop.
What's the last thing that made you cry?
Pepper spray.
What's your favorite book?
Rocky 3.
Do you like Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift? I love that dude. You know, I actually met him once, you heard, in Brooklyn like a year ago at a beef patty store.
What's your dream car?
Mario Kart.
It's a me.
Luigi with the squeegee.
Best advice you've ever given someone?
Yo, my boy Mike, he's a janitor, but his house is dirty. So I told him he should work from home, you heard?
That's sound advice. What's your favorite Pokemon character?
LeBron James.
What's your favorite fast food restaurant?
I'm gonna have to go with McBurgundy's, you heard? That's when you get McDonald's fries, you mix it with a Wendy's burger, but you go eat at Burger King, you heard? Because they cleaner.
It's like a Bermuda Triangle.
Exactly. You thinking we on the same page.
I'm finally getting there.
How many books can a man read in one day without no eyes?
Are you dating?
Nah, I'm playing the saxophone, you heard? Of course I'm dating.
What's the best part about dating in 2024?
Free food, equality.
What's the worst part about dating in 2024?
I hate when I go out on a date and it goes great, but the next day, my wife found out about it.
They sent me to Norway.
Damn.
What's your favorite book? Rocky 3.
Rocky 3.
Rocky 3.
Oh, you heard?
Oh.
Oh, shit.
That was great.
I don't know where all my other shit went, but.
Oh, man. Zuckerberg says he's figured out it's going to be the end of mobile phones.
Now, we were talking about this last night, and I'm like, they haven't, like, it's the style. They figured out how to make them stylish, right? Is that what they've done?
I think that's the big advance, yeah.
But people who don't wear glasses are still going to, like, not want to wear fucking glasses.
Well,
Wait, what am I missing?
so Mark Zuckerberg hasn't. He apparently said somewhere that smartphones are going to be obsolete because of wearable technology.
Okay.
Because of the rise of smart.
Ah.
Because smart.
Oh, so the guy who came up with the thing he wants us to buy is telling us that the thing he wants us to buy is going to replace the thing that we all have.
Yes.
Oh, that's a sales pitch. That's what that's called.
Yep. Except he's doing it.
So,
He's making it seem like news.
yeah, this isn't news. This is, well, the idea of smart glasses replacing smartphones may sound futuristic. Recent advancements in technology suggest it's closer than we think. Major tech companies are pouring resources into the space, each with its own take on wearable tech. Apple's Vision Pro and Meta's Orion project are leading the charge, but they're not alone. Numerous other companies are working to develop augmented reality glasses. They blend cutting-edge function. Augmented reality glasses.
Real time.
Is this like Google? Is this like Google Glasses 2.0?
Yes.
Zuckerberg is particularly optimistic about Meta's effort. What are you going to say?
Real-time augmented reality overlays, on-the-go information access, and personalized guidance.
Yeah, I don't want it.
No.
I don't want it. What I want is the only thing I want and now I feel like it can be delivered to me,
Yeah.
is I want a game to play while I'm driving. And I want right. What I want is like a missile guidance system and a machine gun guidance system.
So you want these glasses? You want augmented reality in these glasses so that you have the driving game?
I want it in the car. I don't want it in the glasses. The glasses make it seem stupid. Or if it's a function of the car, like I want the trigger on the steer. I want the triggers on the steering wheel. I want like a little fucking like a little joystick. I got fireworks going on in the background. I want like a little joystick so I can move it around. I can, like, so as I'm driving, I can aim on the I can aim right at the motherfucker's license plate. You know what I mean? And then
I've already seen
and have like a fake explosion, you know. And then, but what it does is take a picture of the license plate and then post it on Facebook with me giving everybody the finger, like.
I've already seen a low-tech version of this. Guy mounted a paintball gun in his front grill, you know, lower air dam spoiler area, and it's hooked to a control on his steering wheel, so he can just, you know, fire paintballs at other drivers or pedestrians, you know, what have you.
My nephew and I came up with the idea because he had a hatchback at one point, and he had a button on his hatchback that it would just fly open.
Yeah.
Like quick.
Yeah.
So we designed a system to where you could load a water balloon launcher. Have you ever seen a water balloon launcher?
Yes.
Like it's two rubber tubes and then that sack that holds the water balloon. So what you could do is you could, you know, brace it on either side of the body, cock it back to where the stick shift sits. Right? You'd have to cock it back and then load it and then have it set.
Right.
You know? So that when you hit the button,
you could cut it loose.
It jumps up, and the movement of the you know, we had a pulley and a string, so the movement of the hatchback actuated the catapult of the.
Was your friend Wile E. Coyote?
No, he was. This is my nephew.
This is the
your nephew?
Wildest fucking.
This was my nephew, and so we designed this thing, but we never actually installed it. But what we did is we figured out that he didn't really need any of the automatic shit. All he needed was so we got the water balloon launcher and we mounted it, you know, and then he would have the water balloon. He could just do it. You could just hold it, hit the button, and let the fucking thing go, and it would. And we only did it to people that knew it was coming. Just so everybody knows. What?
How high were you when you designed this?
I was he was not at all. It's just him and I have a very natural connection when it comes to mischief and causing mayhem. We took his truck up to the Poconos one time, and we climbed someone's septic system in his truck because they have the big, you know, thing. So we decided to climb up someone's. They were right in the front yard. We climbed up their septic system, and then they were home. We didn't realize it. Then had to fucking navigate our way down, fucking take the fuck off. And then
Wait, you have to climb their septic system.
yeah, it's a mountainous area. So what they would do is your septic would be mostly, sometimes would be mostly above ground, but covered. Then it would be in the front yard. Well, it would be on the downhill face of the mountain.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
What's that?
And kind of a mound.
Yeah, there's a mound.
Yeah. Okay.
You're not supposed to drive a vehicle on them. I'm admitting to something terrible, but I'm not giving you any other details. And then we came upon a field of deer, and there was a light, and we had sour cream and onion potato chips, and we were throwing sour cream and onion potato chips out the window so the deer would come up. And it was me, him, and my son, Matt, who was like 12 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then he reaches, my nephew reaches behind him, grabs a something, I can't really see what it was. And it just goes, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's got one of those marshmallow guns.
Oh.
And he starts blasting the fucking deer with the marshmallow guns.
That's awesome.
I almost bought one of those last week.
You should. We will go deer hunting with marshmallow guns. It is so fucking fun. Because, well, in the development where we lived, and where the house was and everything, there was no hunting. So the deer were basically fearless. You know what I mean? And they'd come right up to you, literally were just, they spooked at first, but then saw one of them got hit in the head and didn't just going. I don't know if you ever saw a deer get hit with something. They look really confused.
Yeah.
If there's not enough,
deer was like, hey, wait a minute. This fucker's firing marshmallows at us.
Right. If something hits a deer in the head and it doesn't penetrate, it's immediately confused. It doesn't know what was supposed to happen, and it just stared at us, and then it bent down and ate one. And we had a good fucking time. It was stupid. We were just being dumbasses, But getting a whole bunch of, and then he thought they were going to run off, all terrified. He's like, "What the fuck?" There's not that. Oh, dude, there were, without exaggeration, I'm going to dial it down. There were at least 20.
Yeah, I mean,
it was a herd of
good sized herds out there.
There's a big open area, and there was a big light, because it was a public space.
Mm-hmm.
But it was, it was like a basketball court and like a playground and a go-kart pit, or whatever. And they just swarmed us.
I've seen a herd like that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, when I was
gun?
I want to say when I was about 18 or 19, at the top of my road, there's two fields, one on each side of the road, just a 2-lane road. And it was, I want to say, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night.
Oh shit.
And it's like 2 90-degree turns up at the top of my road. You turn left, and then you turn, or almost a 90-degree right, and there's these two fields. And turn that last one, and what do I see? This herd of deer, and they're kind of
Jesus
on both sides of the road.
This guy thinks I never heard of deer. I've heard of deer.
All right. There's a herd of deer, you jackass. And they're covering the road and a little bit on each side. So me, I'm thinking, well, gee, maybe if I honk the horn, they'll move. You know, beep
No.
beep. Nope. These deer just stop, look at me like, what the fuck do you want? You know, they wouldn't move.
I had that happen
You know,
on Alapocas Drive one night.
yeah.
So before
They would.
before I would transition into something else, I wanted to make the statement. Have you ever hit a deer like with your automobile?
No.
I
Yeah.
had 3, and
Whoa.
yeah, and every time my instinct is to get out and try to kick the deer's ass. And I actually accomplished it once because it was like a fucking baby. I didn't kick its ass, but it was like this little baby deer, and it darted out in front of me. I was only going like 20, but I hit it right in the ass. And I got out, and I was like fucking ready to hit it, but I was like, it's a baby. It was all hurt. And then I was about to pick it up to like put it in the car to like take it somewhere, and it just fucking gone. But I hate
They shake that off pretty easily.
beat with
Sometimes.
hammers. But
They don't shake it off when I hit them.
You whack them pretty good, do you?
How many?
I've 3 with the car, 2 with my hands.
Jeez.
so
What is doing?
in the A block today, we had a story that the title was Horse Nose, This Story Stinks. Okay.
All right.
And my opening was, can you pull that up, Mike?
I can get to it. I dropped the prompter already, but
Oh, don't worry about it. Then I'll read it.
I can get to it.
So I go, welcome back to TMVP, where the news is weird and the jokes are inappropriate. Reverend Professor Mike Latoris, what hoof-hearted nonsense do you have for us today?
Oof, farted.
Hoof-hearted.
That works on like so many levels.
Hang on. Because then Mike's response was,
Did you say who farted?
no, I said hoof-hearted. Oh my God, I just got the joke built into the title of the story. Horse nose, this story stinks, because nose is the thing in your face, and nose being the reflexive of to know or learn something. And then Mike's line,
Matt, we get it. We get it. They're homophones.
no, the horse is a girl, but that's not the point. Those 2 words sound the same.
This just keeps going.
Those words sound the same. And
That tickled us pretty good.
yeah, and then the story is about a man who tried to fuck a horse in the nose. The nose. And I knew this story would be unstable. And the joke we made at the top about this story was Florida man tries to get stable relationship and gets handsy with a horsey. However, he remains thoroughly saddled with regret. Oh, dude, not only did he get caught trying to fuck a horse in the nose
By his girlfriend.
He got caught by his girlfriend, but like everybody knows. And like, are we sure this is the first time? You know?
I'm gonna.
If he got caught by his girlfriend, it definitely was not his first time. As a matter of fact, his girlfriend was waiting for him to fuck up. Because she's been suspecting it. Yeah. This time I'm gonna catch him.
Why my horse always got a runny nose?
Honestly, here.
Come here, Mr. Peepers. You got boogies.
Can you imagine though? Like, all right, this dude is looking at a horse. Now it's a female horse. It's a girl horse.
Right.
Does that make it better or worse?
Well, here's why it makes it worse. I'll explain it to you. And the reason I'm looking over here is because that's where you guys are at the moment. But this is what makes it worse: is there's a pussy there to fuck available.
He couldn't.
It's a little dangerous to get behind a horse.
He couldn't reach it.
But the nose.
And plus, it's dangerous.
Listen, putting your dick in a horse is dangerous. I think he's got something to chime in. He's got some experience in putting his dick in horses.
No,
so
I have no experience putting my dick in horses, but I've got a great idea for a segment. We're going to call it Maddie-splaining.
All right.
Instead of mansplaining, we're going to call it Matt-splaining.
Okay.
We're intrigued.
You got to have more. Come on, man.
You're going to do the same thing you're doing right now.
Walk us through the pilot.
We have a diagram. It's like, okay, this guy had a pussy to fuck.
We're gonna get you. Well, you can do like the John Madden telestrator.
This horse is a female horse. I mean, I had two other openings available. Okay, I mean, but sticking your dick in a horse is dangerous. Whether you're going front or back, it's dangerous.
Okay.
You got more to say, Pete?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'm going to answer your question. Why? You're saying had all those orifices to choose from. One, they tell you never to approach a horse from behind.
Well, no, you don't approach it from behind. You go up, say hello to it, whisper.
Right. Right.
You rub the back of its neck a little bit.
Well, I'm just saying, like this had to be their thought process. He didn't want to get kicked, but why would you choose to go to the other end like that close to those teeth?
Like the point that I'm making, man. The point that I'm making is sticking your dick in a horse is dangerous.
Yeah.
Where you go to put your dick in a horse, it's fraught with danger.
Wouldn't you think if you were going someplace in that dangerous situation, you would want it to be somewhere where the horse might expect it?
Yeah.
Veterinarians shove their whole arm up horses' asses to see stuff. This shit happens. I'm confused. Like,
oh my god.
I want to thank
also
you.
To make matters worse, though, the horse was unharmed. Listen, if I fuck something's nose and it's unharmed,
well,
you're a sad little
I've
man.
got bigger problems than trying to fuck horse noses.
Well, I mean, how big is a horse nostril?
Fucking doing the fucking math.
That's right. That's what I'm here for. I'm doing the math. How big is a horse nostril? I mean, like, I've never actually gone and looked that up.
That's disgusting. How big is
a horse nostril?
My favorite part of this, Maddie, is the part where you said you got to whisper in its ear by its fly.
I knew you would like that.
Hey, if you're real good, I'm gonna get you some nice carrots,
You like apples? I know you
some,
like
and some apples, and some hay, and some oats.
Hey, little lady. Hey, little lady. Yeah. Yeah, you like apples? Yeah.
All right, you want some horse nostrils? I did put flaring,
man.
so these are flaring nostrils. But I think the flaring's kind of hot now. Shit.
Oh man! So if it flares the nostrils, is it like a squeeze on it, like squeezing on his dick?
I don't know, but look how much teeth there is right below that. I mean,
That's what I thought of immediately. I was like, whoa.
And you ever see the way that horses make their, they can work their lips around for, like, you ever see a horse reach out and grab an apple?
Yep.
I'm not dangling my plums in front of a horse's lips.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
I mean, maybe if you cover this part.
I
can't
think of any scenario.
Yeah.
Puts my dick in a horse's nose.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm cramping. Oh man.
Yeah. Jeez.
Welcome to the Flair Equine Nasal Strip Training and Education Seminar.
Nasal strip training.
Ooh.
That's right. Oh, I think Raven might have been leading him on with that nasal stripping. Right?
Baby, what I was supposed to do? You see how she was flaring.
You saw the way she flared those nostrils.
Just begging
spit
for
her
it.
bit out. Shook her halter off.
I'm trying to figure out if this horse is covered in snow or if it's just white. Those are huge nostrils. Jesus Christ.
It's a 2,000-pound animal. A big horse goes 2,000 pounds.
And then, another one of the news stories that we wanted to, at least I wanted to touch base with you about and see if you had heard. Did you hear about that? The sheriff's deputy that blamed his brakes for a crash, but it turns out he was the one coming to a sudden stop. So there was a sheriff's deputy in Florida. And I like to think to myself that that this sheriff's deputy that crashed his car while watching porno. He crashed his car while watching porno. Wow. He crashed his car into a car that had stopped for a school bus. So there was a school bus in front of him, and he's watching porno.
In his cruiser.
While the cruiser's moving. Here's the kicker. His body cam was on.
Oh,
but he got out and was like, oh, my brakes locked up, because that happens now. Brakes haven't locked since 1993.
And it makes me angry every time it happens.
I'm going to guess he still blamed someone. Like, I'm guessing he still gave someone.
Well, there was a black guy he beat to death, but it's a brief mention in the story.
It's really more of an afterthought.
He had a quota for Christ's sake. So, and I've explained to you, Big Daddy. You're not hip to A Block now. Do you even listen to A Block? Do you pay any attention to the show that at all outside of? Yeah.
When I can, I do. I don't have a whole lot of opportunity to with all the extracurriculars.
No, I got you.
going on.
I'm just asking because this was the image that AI made for us, and I was that cruiser was covered in white liquid.
You see it dripping off like the
it's
side.
all over the handle and shit.
Oh man! And the like the chick on the top or next to it on the lights.
Oh yeah, is that a flashlight down in the corner?
No.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
is it?
I
can't tell. The media, the virus podcast thing is over the bottom of the picture.
I thought I was working on something. AI had given me a really fucking cool looking logo.
Mm-hmm.
However, it didn't spell the name right. You know how it does.
Yeah.
So I was trying to cut out the logo and use it for something else. However, that's what I had put over it. That's not it.
Oh, that's cool.
I made that today.
That would make an awesome tattoo.
Yeah, it would.
You were talking about listening to the show, Maddie. I'm at episode 160.
You're
I want a screenshot.
160. I'll send it to you.
I'm at episode 160.
Send me that.
So it's pretty soon I'll be listening to the previous week's.
Well, we're at 218. You're catching up. So
you're with me.
Yeah.
So what are we thinking? Like what, it's been some high points, some low points.
I sent Mike a couple of things that I noticed. Just a couple little things.
You didn't send them to me?
Well, they involved you, I think.
Oh, so you're talking about fucking guy?
I don't remember getting anything. Where'd you send it, Pete?
Talk shit about you, Pete. It's right to your fucking face.
I want to say your messenger, Mike.
Okay.
I sent you a couple of just tidbits, like how in the one episode you just completely ignored my comic genius.
Did I?
No, Mike did. The other one I think was where it was about you.
Yeah,
I sent a couple, but no, Mike.
I remember seeing that now.
I like that logo, by the way.
This is cool, and
the flaming one, but it's a podass.
It pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah, they were so close, like so close.
I mean, especially since I thought I had one. Oh, poo. That's that one. Fuck. All right.
You could wipe that out and recreate it.
Yeah. Yeah, I could. Well. Anyway, anything else that we need to get talked about here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think we covered. Oh, Big Daddy did put up a Big Daddy.
Oh, Big Daddy asks. Fuck, dude. What's wrong with us, son? Shit. We knew what time it was this whole time. We didn't fucking turn the clock on. God damn it. I don't have to fucking make sense.
Okay, good.
You fuck. I don't. No.
Shit. That must have been a while back, Pete. I'll look for it and find it.
The Media Virus Podcast presents a Stanley McFadden production. Big Daddy proudly brings to you
Big Daddy asks,
you meet your 18-year-old self. You're allowed to say 3 words, and only 3 words. What do you say?
What?
Buy Amazon stock.
Don't trust women. There you
go. Don't get married.
Well, you see, that's kind of part and parcel, but you see, you can get married, you know, and you can be in loving relationships. I don't trust them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Your advice encompasses mine. So I like that. Yeah.
There was a guy. See, I was confused because there was a guy. It was one of the first stories we talked about in A Block, who tricked this girl into getting married. He fucking had a party. She showed up. They put on like a thing for Instagram, and then she finds out that they're actually married when like she's filing for asylum because they're like live in Australia and shit. But that's the only reason.
That is a very elaborate party game.
I mean, like Maddie said, he can't fathom a man tricking a woman into getting married when all he has to do is knock her up.
That's easy, and it's fun. You know, you don't have to share it on Instagram unless you want to.
I mean, you could, but it's illegal. And you don't even have to get a horse involved.
If you don't want to.
Unless you want to.
You're going to be that kind of.
You guys took all the good answers.
You could have fun answering.
Well, we took the low-hanging fruit, Pete.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that like when he crafted this, he was like maybe looking for more specific detail specific to us, you know. But we give these wide, because like I can't pinpoint one spot that would turn my life around. Or that would change my life in a way I would want it changed. Because, I like my kids. I just don't, the women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I really love my kids, So.
How about bang that horse?
I don't know. No. I'm not saying that to my 18. Like if I had more than 3 words, I would have gone back and I'm like, listen, all right. You remember this chick? Okay, she's gonna want to fuck you in next week. All right, have a condom. All right, this chick? You know this girl? She's gonna want to.
Where to?
And it's like, all those times you could have gotten laid, but you had a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Your girlfriend was cheating on you too. So you could just fuck her. Just do it. Just go ahead. Because anything holding you back was false.
3 words, though.
No, I want more than 3 words.
A lot more than 3.
Fuck them all!
I can't I can't really come up with 3 words.
I'll just run past, go, fuck them all!
Fuck them all.
Fuck them all.
Like Pokemon, but not.
Somehow, when you say running past and say "fuck 'em all," I envision you in a weird pair of striped boxer shorts, nothing else, hauling ass, with a cigar in one hand. Fuck 'em all! At which point the cigar goes back in your face and you run away.
Oh, shit.
These are the thoughts that kept me out of the really good schools.
I wish something would have kept me out of the really good schools. I was always forced to go to the really good schools. And then I was the dumb kid.
You too, Maddie?
And then I was the dumb kid. But I'm still smarter than anybody I've ever met that went to fucking public school. Except maybe Mike. But that's his own, you know.
I'm different.
Right. Well, no, wait. Did you go to... I think Dre went to Catholic school, didn't he?
No.
You went to public school?
Yeah. So
in Wilmington or
Yeah.
Philly? Was it a charter
Philly.
school?
no, we didn't have that shit back then.
Yeah.
No.
So you got your education from the Philadelphia School District?
Just regular old Philly.
Because I know you can not only can you read, you can read with context quickly.
Yeah, I like to read.
Yeah.
I was a nerd.
See, I hate.
But
hate
I
it.
also
Wants to
we
do
also
that?
had kids that smoking in the bathroom and on the corner and fighting and fucking, and I mean, I got my education in a lot of different ways.
Right.
Oh.
But we also had
I'm sorry that
the
you're meant that went to
program.
public school in New Jersey. I'll tell you that.
Does anyone remember the Book It program where you read and got pizza?
I remember there were programs like
No,
that.
I didn't. We didn't have that.
No, we had the readathon.
So Book It was if you read, I think it was 20 books, you got a coupon, and then so many coupons, you got a personal pay and pizza. And I read, I don't know how many 100 books. I mean, I tore through a fucking library.
The only thing
I mean, did you really have to read all those books?
You know, it didn't occur to me until after that I could have just lied and said that I didn't read them.
I did a book report on The Outsiders in 3 different classes. It was the same book report.
Yeah.
8th grade, sophomore year, 2nd junior year. Think about what I just said.
I didn't have to. Second.
I didn't have a senior year. After my 2nd junior year, I said, fuck this. I went and took the GED. I ain't doing that no more. I fucking hated school. Fucking hated it. And it was just like, oh, dude, I was blown away at how well I did in an online setting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you don't have to deal with other fucking people's bullshit.
No.
You know, if the asshole got fucking smacked around by his dad, he's not coming to look at, he's not coming to take out his anger on you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That type of fucking thing. And worrying about politics or looking at some girl's tits. You know, you just do your projects and you can do the work. And I found that to be much easier for me. But
basically, my sister hated school, and she had cut so much there was nothing she could do. I forget if it was her sophomore or junior year. So my mom finally said to her, "Hey, look, you got to fucking shit or get off the pot. Either you get your GED, Well, you got to go fucking sign up and go back to school next year. So my sister signs up for the placement test, goes and takes it. And the guy grades it for her as she's leaving. He says, so we're having a test next week. Would you like to test out of the class? My mother was pissed. She's like trying to fucking teach her a lesson, and she walks in there and proves that she was right the whole time. I'm fucking smarter than these people, and I don't fucking need to be there.
Yeah, I didn't need to be there. It was fucking ridiculous. The whole thing was fucking. I hated it. I hated it so fucking. And I took the GED. Here's what I did. This is okay. My friends graduated high school.
Right.
Okay. I moved back from the Poconos.
Okay.
We went to Wildwood for a week. On Tuesday night, passed out on somebody's front lawn in a really oversized Mickey Mouse shirt, green and yellow kaleidoscope shorts, and yellow Chuck Taylors. I was awakened by a sprinkler.
Of course you were.
On Wednesday morning.
Why wouldn't that be the case?
I got up Wednesday morning. I had to walk back to where I was supposed to be.
As one does when you wake up.
I got into an automobile that my friend drove me. I didn't have a car. Right. So my friend drove me from Wildwood, New Jersey to Willingboro, New Jersey, which is about an hour and a half.
Uh-huh.
I took the GED test. We drove back, and that's when I was drinking, and that's when I asked that girl if she was in fact a girl, and I upset her. Do you ever have one of those where you're talking to somebody and this is back in the 90s, and I didn't know, I was just trying to figure out who I was talking to.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you talk to girls one way, you talk to guys another way. You don't,
Yeah.
I don't want to say a bunch of goofy, offensive shit to a girl.
Right.
So I said some goofy, offensive shit to see if I was talking to a girl, which was, are you a dude or a chick? Now, I should have known that's an offensive question for either,
Yeah, it doesn't matter who you're asking at this point. You've now presented the information that you can't fucking tell.
And it's like, okay, you're a little overweight, you're wearing a brown tweed blazer in the summertime over a black t-shirt, tweed bell-bottom pants, or not corduroy bell-bottom pants, and a Irishman's cap. But definitely tits and a chick face. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, that's why our generation had its Pat.
Right.
Well, that's now see. Yeah.
Because sometimes it was hard to tell. I mean, it's not my fault you look like that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I felt bad, but that was my point. It's not my fault. You know what I mean? You're dressed.
Yeah.
You're dressed like a dude.
Yeah.
You know where you got them pants at.
She took off her hat and she had hair. But she still had, it was shaved around the, back when that crow hairstyle where you shaved the sides and the back. I did it, and
That's
Put
why
a hat
the
on.
80s That's why the androgyny of the 80s was a little easier. Because, like, if you were in a hair metal band and you wore a lot of makeup and you had a lot of hairspray going on in your long hair, you might look like a chick, but you were wearing spandex pants, so everybody could see your dick. So they were like, "Oh, dude," and like you could tell.
And like if they couldn't see your dick, you put something there to show them that you were, you know,
you at least
like
at least
Pete-
present
like Pete would do.
your dick.
Pete, are you? Are you trying to pick a fight?
No.
All right. All right. So,
Sew your own buttons.
let me ask you a question. You like apples?
I got a number. How you like them apples?
Said fucking Louis C.K. did a bit on how much of a douchebag Matt Damon is for writing that scene for himself. And how much of a douchebag movie. He's like, I'm wicked smart. I'm smarting everybody up. I didn't even went to college. I'm smarting those college guys. He's like, how much of an asshole you got to be to write?
I mean, he's made a career with it.
No, but my reference was to the to Joe Dirt. Let me ask you a question. You like apples? When you like them apples? Does your mother sew? Get us sew this.
That sounds like a Kid Rock line.
No, it was Clem, who was Christopher Walken.
Oh,
It was Clem arguing with a fire extinguisher. And it was, but you know, he was like acting. And he's like, "You're talking to my friend all wrong. Do it again."
He was brilliant in. Oh, I can't think of the name of the movie. It's with Brendan Fraser. It's the they go
Blast
running
from
off.
the past.
Yes, they go running.
The one where they
50s.
Yeah.
And then they open it in the 80s so he can go look for more food. Christopher Walken's the father in that, and that was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen Balls of Fury? Dude, anytime that movie...
No.
You've never...
That was supposed to came out right after
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball, yeah. I never got a chance to see that.
I highly recommend Balls of Fury. Balls of
All
Fury.
right, on the list.
Who's in it?
Christopher Walken. It's not Jack Black. It's the guy who they get when they can't get Jack Black.
Okay.
You guys know what I'm talking about. Like when you watch a movie and you're like, that's the guy they get when they can't get Jack Nicholson.
Uh-huh.
That's the guy they get when they can't. You know what I mean? Like he's just like a piss poor substitute. But he was good in this movie. Who the fuck else is it? But it's an Enter the Dragon style ping pong tournament.
Okay.
It's fucking dude. Hang on, I'm gonna pull up the.
Have you guys seen movie 43?
That wasn't as good as I'd hoped it would be. That wasn't near. All the funny parts were in the fucking commercials.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate mine.
But Hugh Jackman.
I think I started to watch movie 43 and then I was like, fuck this.
Yeah, I mean, it has its moments. I like the Hugh Jackman bit because to watch him
with the balls on his chin.
Uh-huh.
Here we
and
go.
Completely oblivious to it.
In the criminal underworld, there is a deadly tournament of champions. Many enter, but only one survives. Now,
his name is Mr. Fang. Walk it off, Fling. We have reason to believe he's about to make a major shipment into the U.S.
Only one man has the balls.
How you doing, buddy? I was just going for more cheese and mac.
To bring him down.
What do you want me to do about it? What you were born to do. Fang is a ping pong fanatic. You're a ticket in.
Ping pong, or as the Chinese say, ping pong.
But it will take dedication.
First up, Randy Daytona versus The Hammer.
Have your grandma pull the car around.
Tastes good.
Skills.
That's my niece. She will be giving you hands-on training.
Gives wax off a whole new meaning.
And practice.
You got me swatting flies?
Do not hit flies. You hit bees.
This is your homing device, and this is the transmitter.
I think we'll have to sneak this in the old-fashioned way.
Put in a tube of toothpaste, something like that.
The fate of the world.
We have champions
from
every continent. Okie dokie, artichoke.
Lies in one man's ball.
Yes!
Don't be so hard on yourself. You got mad skills.
Wanna play rough? Okay!
Let's settle this. You killed him. Well, duh. What part of sudden death didn't you understand?
Balls of fury.
In my hand, I hold a cricket. Who the hell said take the cricket from my hand? Put it back!
It flew away, man.
You squished Lucky Cricket?
No.
Wow.
I don't know how we got on the topic of balls of fury, but we did. And is there somebody in the chat? No. Ooh, that was
that guy.
Yeah.
Was in a movie called Fanboys. You know, the guy that they get when they can't get Jack Black.
Get Jack Black? Yeah.
Yeah. Watch Fanboys.
He's a character on. He's a bit part on the Goldbergs. He plays like the uncle and like the father's brother, and he's really funny in that.
I was trying to think. Yeah, what show is he on? He plays like Uncle So and So.
Uncle Marvin.
Uncle Marvin or whatever. I was thinking. I thought it was the other show with the. Was it Melissa McCarthy? Yeah, I think it was Melissa McCarthy or whatever, and the big guy, the guy now who's like losing all the weight, Ozempic or whatever. You doing Ozempic commercials?
He lost a lot of weight. I just popped up his IMDb. Dan Fogler.
Bless you, sir.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, Dan Fogler.
Oh, he's funny.
Yeah, he is very. And he was in what is that? Fantastic Beings or whatever it is.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Yeah, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. He was good in that.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
The guy we're looking at. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the guy they get when they can't get Jack Black.
The guy they get right. Or is Jack Black? No, this is the guy they get when they can't get Jack Black. That's a terrible thing to say about someone.
Or maybe he's the guy that when they ask Jack Black goes, "No, here, get this guy."
Hang on a second. I want to see something. So, the guy they get when they can't get
wow.
Jack.
That's funny.
Black.
It didn't work.
No.
No.
Just a bunch of Jack Black quotes. Let's go to Copilot. See what Copilot has to say about it.
I like the guy they always put with they always co-star together, Steve Zahn.
Okay. Steve Zahn
and Jack Black when they're in what is it, Saving Silverman together. They're in what's the other one? They're in another movie together. But like, yeah, Steve Zahn.
Zani. Well, anybody got anything else to kick around? Any fun stories? Anybody see anything?
I really had.
There's one time I was checking on a horse.
Looking at that nose.
Looking at them nostrils. You can only guess what happens next.
I had a friend. We were, my parents had a goat, and we were out in the garage, and we were smoking hash. And the goat was up on like a, pile of stuff.
Because goats like to climb.
Yeah, they do. And he just starts looking. He's like, man, look at that goat's pussy. It's like a perfect pussy. And he's like, look at that.
Whoa.
You gotta ignore. I'm like, dude, will you shut the fuck up about this? He's like, no, it's like a perfect, like it's the wrong color. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. He's like, I'm not gonna fuck the goat, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I am not looking. I don't. And then I'm like, if I look, will you shut the fuck up? And he goes, all right, yeah, if you look. And I looked, and I was like, that's a pretty nice looking pussy.
Now you can't look away.
I hate to admit it, but
you're not lying. That's a pretty good one. I've seen some good ones.
That goat can get it.
That doesn't hit the ears right at all.
No, not a little bit.
Oh, well, I am. I'd say I'm ready to call it an evening.
All right.
Yeah, it's almost midnight.
Oh,
probably.
Shit. And we've got an appointment in the morning. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 218C of the Media Virus Podcast. Always glad to be here with you, and we'll look to see you next week back at 8:30 on Wednesday evening to join us for 219, because that's what we're doing that day. On behalf of Big Daddy, Grease Monkey Pete, and our fearless leader, Matty Rocktaff, I'm Professor Mike Latorres, coming from to you live here in Uncle Butch Studios, and we'll see you next week.
I completely understand if people don't want to come on my fucking show.